Hello, those of you out there, aware and unaware beings, fucked up beings and fucked up less or more. Yeah, I'm fucked up beings, yeah, perfectly. Two knee surgeries, quote unquote, a broken heart, and a repaired heart and broken again. So I'm gonna speak about, and it's not me. Like I can give it a name to even this I. So in the limitation of language, I'm gonna speak to you with this I, yeah, because that's what I was conditioned to speak. Yeah, even this challenge of yeah. So this I, this it, this consciousness that is not even a consciousness. Yeah? Consciousness is just a form of sounds and letters to purvey a concept. Now, I'm going to speak about the survival of consciousness. That thing that goes out of me. Yeah. So it was asked to share more of that consciousness. You know, there are a couple of tools or experiences that this consciousness had, and now it actually realizes, yeah, the channeling level. Now it sees it as a game when it speaks to you now, because there is some inner sensation when there is a detachment from this I. Now it's just a game. We can go play with my name is, I am, yeah. And once again, it's an experience. It's not there are mental concepts layered on that, and there is some inner recognition when this form, yeah, speaks in third party, and a lot of, yeah, interesting detachment. Not for the sake of detachment, not for the sake of awakening, not for the sake of consciousness. For what sake, he doesn't really know. I don't really know. I don't believe we really know. But as human beings, we just spit in the pool of consciousness, and that's what happens. Now, this life is not just survival of consciousness. It's just what this form, consciousness, frequency, man, Yaniv Ginton, a guy, father, son, man, yeah, however you'd want to name that, that's what it sees. And the fact that it sees these times as a survival of consciousness, it's because it is what it sees. That's all. You might see a yeah, a shop out there, or the bloody weather, or the, yeah, health department in yeah, Africa, whatever. As I said, it is as meaningful as meaningless. whether we are homogenized, whether we discover our unique perspective, because it's anyway a game of luck, of lottery, of which is, I might call it survival of consciousness. So it might hit your eardrums, and the music of concepts will create something, and I might call it is talking to you, and start laughing about, okay, the new age material boo 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 that is channeling Benneling, but I see even, or it, or we see beyond that. And that's also just conceptualizing of words. This is why it's all a game. Survival of consciousness. The thing of I that identifies and looks at the world in a way has no idea where this came from. It might try to give a reason, analyze that. It has no idea. Yes, some people tell about human design, some people talk about the vocal cords, some about the mental capacities, some about my stomach activities and father-like figure. Okay. It's all okay anyways, but mostly we don't see it because we're in the scale of comparing. Survival, bring something, good, bad, hard, easy. That's the game of illusions of comparing. Of, a bit neutral maybe. Of, maybe off, change, yeah. It's just the magic of words, that's all. And we and consciousness, yeah. Good, bad, awaken, sleep, adjectives. And just the fact that we can read these letters, the people who can read them in English or listen to my sounds being constructed to sentences that are understandable, that's also our form of beautiful imitation. So we take S and we learn in school. This means S and U, U, R, V, V, I, V, A, L, and this combines to survive and not survival, or again, just playing with the mental realm, because it's playing us. And once you're able to play it back, if you have the chance to do that, then maybe there's a chance for the survival of your consciousness. Again, it survives anyway. Yeah? Whether it survives being rich, which adjectives are added to that? Rich consciousness, dumb consciousness, sick consciousness, mad consciousness, happy consciousness. And it might change, yeah? And it might not even be just consciousness, it's just what this thing, frequency, consciousness, voice, speaking. Maybe we'll create a name for that, and it will be like krr, boom, boom. Krr is this krr. But what to do when we meet each other, there is this, as it seems from the time I've been living on Earth, to, I've taken in these three parts, three layers that I kind of see from understanding each other, getting familiar with each other, and getting to know each other. It means also the world and objects. Now, as much as I talk, I see there's no point then. But requests for share continue. So I guess it's same as my heart pumping and my kidneys work, and it's just part of this, what we call human form. That's it's also a limitation. So we started calling this, it's consciousness. Also limitation. Again, beautiful limitation, simple limitation, challenging, one limitation, two limitation, just magical words. Or not. Then we anthropomorphize and say, oh, maybe, the ants are looking at us and, what are they doing, But that's because we are human beings with, again, or maybe it's just this form that's what goes through her plane. Now I meet you out there and I see how dumb you are. How dumbed down consciousness you are. Unaware. Not good or bad. Are you aware? And if you are aware, then it wouldn't touch you, it wouldn't disturb you, it wouldn't, because you're grounded. Someone tell me sometimes, hey, you are dumb. Because it doesn't matter the adjective we call that, You don't love me, or whatever. And I go, or again, if that's my sounds that help guiding me, or whatever, but it also doesn't really matter. And that's the joke about life. And few of us seems, again, from my limitation that sees that we are lucky to be able to play the game of survival of consciousness. And for you, there are other games to see and to speak. And yet, there are practical tools that I might share in this video, or it might, or, because I keep playing with it. This form, it feels this challenge to stick to this I, Yaniv, my mother, my daughter. And it's not doing that. It's just being aware of that. At least this is what this form is talking. This is why I realized this is called all game of channeling, and then, okay, people are, it's not Yaniv Ginton speaking now, it's Bubu da Gubu from Shapupu Mampupu. So came the human design and described where potentially this channeling comes, and it's fun for me, for this consciousness that also speaks in I, and to see that. And also laugh about this, where this New Age world came to, and or what has been described as New Age, and how you all have that. Whether Bashar spoke to you, or King of Zulu. You all have that inside, because you all have your unique consciousness. Your unique, lila, play of life, illusion of life. Now, whether you're picked up by lottery, okay, that's anyway you were, because you were given this life. Now, practicality and aspects of maybe how to be aware of the path you're treading upon, maybe we'd meet and you'd start talking, and I hear then immediately where you're unaware, because I see the game of the survival of consciousness, but I cannot tell you exactly what to do. I can only point you where to look, so you might even get your mind distracted to realize that there's nothing to do. So this is why this is the game of the survival of the consciousnesses, and whether it's your time to play this game. It's not about human design or gene keys, or seeing your daughter or not, or moving to one place or another. It doesn't matter. I'm sitting in this room in Amsterdam. That's what I've been told. It's called this consciousness here. this building, this street, this place. And again, and then all these things are coming from here, and it's really not about. It might have an impact, yeah. So it's not about the place; it's about the frequency that you are. And there may be, in a certain place, what seemingly healthier, more interesting consciousness, more energetical, more loving consciousness, whatever. Or loving frequency, or supporting frequency, or empowering frequency, or yeah, or freaking frequency. And even these high words, yeah, wow. CONSCIOUSNESS that comes out to this, yeah. Coincide or usness, yeah. Because it doesn't matter, you see? But it's not enough that someone tells you it doesn't matter, because you're still caught in the trip that it does, that your life are or is important. In Hebrew, it's plural, achaim, yafim. Life is beautiful. And in English, it's singular. And that just changes of languages, you know. And yes, so I'm laughing and I'm caught in the trap of, yeah, why the hell do you want to listen to this? Yeah. In rhetorical questions, you know, are you aware of what happens to you when you are listening? And yeah, what's, let's say, maybe aligning your frequency. Again, I do use this term, Bubu used this term. So you can have a sort of a recognition of your own awareness to your own life. It seems to be a part of the human form, you know, something that pushes the baby, that still, it can move, yeah, just not in the adult side or whatever, but to roll to the sides and push it to start getting up, you know, start crawling and up to vertical, yeah, self-standing eye, not laying down in a, yeah, I don't know, bed form. This I or L that's laying down. No, we want to get up. Get up. That's what, again, my consciousness interprets that happens to human beings. So now we can give answers to that of why we are pushed, but if we just look at the phenomena, that's what happens. We are driven, pushed, happened to stand up, to make sounds, and create language from that. Language that we understand each other by billions in different ways, that help these human beings be yeah, whatever we, you know, seemingly the dominant species on Earth. For better or worse, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if underground ants are doing their things, and you know, and above birds are flying, and they're as free as they're limited, same as we. And I'm not here to save anybody, nor birds, nor the planet. It's the survival of the consciousness. Consciousness for me, it's not in anything. I'm not going to protect the consciousness in the glass, in the computer, in the... No, not even of myself, because there's nothing to be done. And there have been consciousnesses who have been talking that since eons. Now we might meet and I'll give you a practical tool of human design and to observe the frequency, because there is a language of frequencies there, and that this consciousness still uses, and maybe it will be a I don't know, meditation. So instead of uh, abiding by your or following your mental pressure by so where do you come from? What is it? And you'll just simply be able to be present to your experience. And in due time, maybe questions for those of you it's their past, will start asking a bit more inspiring questions about why, what, and where in this realm of familiarity and knowing and understanding, or non-familiar, not knowing, and not understanding, and not these dumbed down questions. Consciousness happens anyways. Why, where, what? Where did you come from? Where are you going? All these questions that we are filled with, and are not relevant to our treading of the path. Again, it is since it is here. That's the duality. So life is perfect and they can always be better. Life is perfect and they can always be better, because that's something in me, that's how it sees the world, how it thinks of the world. The form is constantly, I'm here now in my physical realm because that's my limitation. You might be always, your form is here now, but a consciousness in you projects toward the future or reflects on the past. That's human. I don't know. I haven't. Maybe people have this. King Solomon talking with the animals, and this. There may be times when I am. In some of my experiences, I've been talking to them. It was certainly not on a human language. Well, they are talking to me also. The glass, the computer, the fact that. In the human language, English, or sounds and concepts in human terms, whether it may be Hebrew or Dutch, I'll speak back, and this form expects sometimes an answer. Maybe a baby would speak to a glass and maybe he doesn't expect an answer or something. So the computer is serving its role. It speaks to me now. It's on the screen. There is this machine, table, all these objects. So there's no real meaning. There's just broadness of consciousness in these talkings. And in perhaps, I don't even know if it will be my path to help you be recentered to yourself and potentially awakening by surrendering to the form, by me talking to you again and again about listening to the form, to the body, again to this illusion that we see as body. So what comes out as the words and concepts can also be, again, it's a new kind of survival. Do you have associations with the word survival? Connotations? This side, that side? Survival, the way this consciousness sees it, it's that this form can survive. Now, this is unique. Whether it will be the physical or the mental or emotional, or whatever it is, But this unique aspect, a man can survive on the island. This specific form, which we associate a lot with the old splenic physical realm. So survival is associated with I gotta have food and shelter and enough room to move and air to breathe, and even concepts to concept about. But many of us do not really lack food to get starved to death, or a roof above our head. Most of us, there are still most to do. Then their consciousness will be mostly busy with getting food for their bodies and liquids, water, etc., or a roof protect, or whatever, something that protects their form, physical form, and maybe movement. So there's something in this movement that can develop in the form, the body. And many of us, and I guess I was, we are lucky to be born where we are because that's what life brings. So for the physical, I haven't starved a day in my life. On the contrary, religious have brought us to, let's make a starving day or a month, or how, for whatever means, for whatever explanation we give to that. And I laugh, this consciousness is fasting in between meals, when the form decides to eat, not when the mind creates all these outer concepts. Now in this day of the year, we're going, today's Women's Day, because it will, blah, blah, blah. No, what your unique consciousness determines, not the homogenized field. And again, homogenized field is perfect as it is. It's a contrary to the dark matter of uniqueness that is potential out there. What triggers you here? The white survival, the red of, the pink of, the red consciousness. Or maybe some are described as colorblind, so they see it beautifully in their own way. Do they see it wrong? It's, the white might not be white, the red might not be red, and the pink might not be pink, this or the other. And some will not even be able to read what these letters that we are taking for granted mean. But there's so much black around, and it's just I can, whether it's white or black, or moving between these, or blinking and you cannot really read it and you don't even know where to grasp your consciousness. So this consciousness simply is being asked to come to light, to come to being. Although it does see that it doesn't matter, but like walking, it keeps coming out. Walking keeps coming out. My heart keeps, my body keeps taking me to the toilet after I eat, a certain point after I eat. So also with timing, how the body, how, there's a lot to talk about. I guess this form and this consciousness is not here to be silent. We are given this plane to play. So that's the beginning of the description of the, or laying out the game of survival of consciousness. And that's just because what comes out from here and now. And you have your own real path and games, and maybe you'd want to call it challenges, and the mental, on the physical, mental, and emotional plane, because that's what we've termed things to be, mental, emotional. Okay. Are you ready to play? Is it your time? And in a rhetorical question as such, because it's happening. And no need to go anywhere actually. Again, unless, your body just takes you on there. All these gurus and shmurus and burus and durus. You have all that inside of you. People that met me have started talking about and refer to Muji and Baba Ramdas, and there are something similar with Rauru, and you have your unique consciousness to be. Even human beings. Let's be not human doings. All this, but really being that. It's luck. A lottery ticket. And all it's left is to be aware, and that's quantum mechanics, and then it changes by itself. Yeah. There's no practice of meditation, of being. It is happening. You just, part of you, a component, we might call it the mind, does not know where to look and how to be well used for the game of survival of consciousness. So yeah, good luck in the in the wheel of fortune, or perhaps I'm on the wheel of fortune.